Hi, I'm Marty Rosendale, CEO of the Maryland Tech Council, and I'm here today with Miranda Darby, who's the Assistant Professor of Bioinformatics at Hood College. Miranda, welcome.
Thank you.
So, Miranda, Hood College has been a longtime supporter of the life sciences industry. The college is amazing in the programs that you offer. Could you tell us a little bit about yourself and about Hood College?
Absolutely. I'm a professor of bioinformatics. My own background is in molecular biology and genetics, but I've just recently moved to the computer science department. So I've done some scope shift throughout my career. I direct our master's program and certificate program in bioinformatics. And that's part of our graduate school. So on the whole, our graduate school is actually equal in size to our undergraduate institution. And through partnerships across the Frederick area, offers many outstanding programs, particularly in the biosciences and computer sciences. That's my brief introduction.
Great. Miranda, thank you. So the BioInnovation Conference this year, because we're virtual, we're attracting an audience from around the world. So we're going to have a large international delegation. We're going to have a lot of the amazing companies here in Maryland. We're going to have postdocs and others that will be at the conference. What would you like them to know about Hood College?
I would say that we have many outstanding students at all levels. In fact, about 20% of the students in the bioinformatics program come in already with a PhD, because this is a great opportunity to work with some really top people in the field and really build your skill set. And as we all know, as we move into big data and things become, more and more focused on machine learning and computerized models, we're all starting to shift in our skill sets.
So Miranda, that's really interesting because you've made that shift. You've
Yes,
gone from molecular biology to now you're part of the computer science program on the campus. And this is a shift that's happening throughout life sciences, right?
It really is.
Quantum computing, artificial intelligence, deep machine learning, data analytics. Maybe tell us a little bit about that and what Hood College is doing to support that shift.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll tell you a little bit about my own transition. So I was doing my PhD at Johns Hopkins studying the mechanisms of transcription in yeast. And we developed this assay that used next generation sequencing, but used it in a different way than just looking at gene expression. We were actually tracking where RNA polymerase is in the cell. But through that, I ended up having to work at the command line for the first time and kind of learn things. Really, in those days, nobody knew the right way to analyze this data. There were a lot of tricks to it that we hadn't quite figured out. And I just became very interested in that process. So then in my postdoc, I was lucky enough to get a postdoctoral position studying schizophrenia and bipolar disorder. So a very different topic, but using much of the same skill set. And then through them, I was able to access a great deal of RNA sequencing data and collaborate with people more on the computer science side and learn more about the programming. And for me, I found it was a natural fit. It just made intrinsic sense to me. And I found, and many of my colleagues have found, that just a pure education in biology without any understanding of how to deal with these big data applications, or at the very least understanding what the limits of bioinformatics are, right? We tend to think of it as a magic bullet and, oh, the program said this, so it must be true. So, as biologists, we all know we never trust an experiment the first time we do it. And there's a lot of the same sorts of things that go into understanding bioinformatics. And so what our program is designed to do is to give people at all levels, really, both the biology and the computer science that's necessary to make sense of this at a higher level, and to begin to write computer programs of your own. So there's some basics of programming, but it's more about the fundamentals rather than teaching you any particular hot new thing, because what the hot new thing is always still developing. So we want our students to be able to develop the next hot new thing. So we give them everything they need for that.
So that's great. So it sounds to me like if you're in the life sciences already and you're looking to grow and to expand, you got to look to Hood College for these kinds of programs.
Absolutely.
If you're an industry in the life sciences, you need to look to Hood College for workforce and talent and to bring people in. Yes. That's cool.
And also many of the local employers partner with us and offer tuition benefits or even free tuition. And so I know, for instance, many of my students work for Leidos or for Thermo Fisher or for QIAGEN or various other places. So that's something to keep in mind. If you're in the industry, look out for tuition benefits, because even if you just take a few classes, that can be very beneficial to you.
That's great. That's great. So Miranda, thank you. Again, this is Marty Rosendale, CEO of the Maryland Tech Council. I'm here with Miranda Darby, Assistant Professor of Bioinformatics at Hood College. Miranda, thank you so much for your support, your involvement. Just appreciate your time.
Thank you very much. I appreciate yours.